And we are rolling.
And you know what it is. Lit podcast in the building with your boy Feddi. You know what I'm talking about? Hey. What's up, man?
Hey, who you think it is already? Get your Feddi, keep your bag heavy, trail shit going on. Happy birthday to my big dog, Lawton.
Man, appreciate it, man. For y'all that don't know, man, this is Feddi, man. This my boy right here, man. You know what I'm saying? This is the one right here. They're gonna get you right in the club, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, get you up in there, try to get you paid, you know what I'm saying? If you working with something, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But now, man, Feddi, man, tell the world about you if they don't know about you, man.
Well, it's, shit, I'm from Fort Worth. I'm an artist. I'm a producer. I produce for local artists. I produce for major artists. I also throw parties every now and then. You know what I'm saying? When it's time to get lit. You know what I'm saying? You know, we do it the dumb way.
Yeah, man, y'all do it the dumb way, man. What was that one club you used to throw down there? What was that, Rain?
Oh yeah, Rain, Chrome, Island clubs.
Yeah, man, you used to add them.
Fort Worth.
Yeah, Fort Worth. Rocking.
Yeah.
Rocking. Everybody know who you were. So who you be producing beats for like majorly?
Man, just a few up and coming artists. I mean, I used to do obviously Grizzo back in the day. I've done Killer Corleone. I've done Solo Lucci.
Shout out.
Shout out Solo Lucci for real. That's my brother. Hoodie Baby that be with Wayne, was with Chris Brown, be with Wayne, you know what I'm saying? OHB, shout out Hoodie Baby.
Shout out.
That my nigga. I mean, just a whole lot of different, Rico Reckless from Chicago.
Rico Reckless?
Yeah.
Check him out.
Yeah, man, dude crazy. You know, he up and coming artist. YSL Duke, Lil Duke, that signed the Young Thug, people like that. Up and coming, then you know the people that done had out, you know hits like Stanky Leg,
GS Boy, shout out GS Boy,
shout out Lil Flip,
you know you working with Lil Will from one
Lil Will, that's my dog, man. That's my dog for sure, man. Lil Will got some stories, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember when you were working Lil Will. I remember y'all coming through the studio and shit, driving late night shit.
Yeah, Webby, you know what I'm saying? That's my dog too.
Oh, really?
So, you know, let's just go on and on. Yella Bezzy.
Yeah, Bezzy. Shout out Yella Bezzy.
Even did something with Mo3. A couple other people.
Shout out Mo3.
I got some up and coming artists. I got Yola Franklin. That she's just nice, real, all around artist. You know what I'm saying? So she go hard. She from the north. From the north. So shout out Yola Franklin.
Yola Franklin, shout out from Lit Podcast, you know what I'm talking about? Two times, you know what I'm saying?
3 times.
3 times.
52 Savage.
So, 52 Savage, yeah. 52 Savage, man, you know what? I like his shit. I like 52 Savage shit, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you, you know, you're coming from a DJ and then, he already got it in him, so shit. Then he old school with it too, and then he just jumped out there with it. And then you know what, he made it to what, the Breakfast Club, wasn't it?
Yeah.
With Charlamagne?
Yeah, man.
And shit, they supported him like a motherfucker, they embraced him. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So the city got some shit going on. So what you like, what you love doing more? You producing, promoting?
Promoting just come with it. You know, when you trying to do something and you want to be hands-on and you want to build your brand, the promotion of the club, you know, to me, I felt like, you know, I had everything a house need, but I didn't have the structure around it. You know what I'm saying? Right. So when you go into promotion and you trying to build something to where people can come, you can test out records. When you having your own parties, you can test records. You can see how the club react to your music or something that you was involved with, whether it be a verse or a hook or whether it be a beat. I mean, you can actually create a controlled environment where everybody's having fun for them to listen to your music, and for people to get to you know, touch you and feel you and know that you're real. Because when I be out here grinding, doing my thing, and people might look at my Instagram and they might see me with a big superstar or something like that. It's coming where I came from. You have to come back and you have to stay in tune with your community. You have to stay in tune with your people. And when I do that, when I leave, be in Detroit or be in LA or something like that, and I come back, people touch me like, man, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you for representing us in the right way, or hey, keep doing your thing. And really, you know, they feel like they need it, but you know what I'm saying, I appreciate it so much. You know what I'm saying, when somebody come up to me and tell me that they believe me, they believe in me, and they've been watching me for, you know what I'm saying, so many years, and they see me from this to this, you know what I'm saying, and grow. So
yeah, because I mean, like I said, I just seen you. I remember when you was doing the beats. You know what I'm saying? You know, and starting out, but you was so persistent on it. But you was also doing that promotion thing. But you was like, nigga, I'm trying to get niggas on these beats too, though. Yeah. And you stuck at it. So now I see you really about that. You know what I'm saying? Square business. And so I salute that like 2 times. You know what I'm saying? What do you say? 3 times. You know what I'm saying?
3 times. You know what I'm saying? Mean a lot coming from you, cause you know what I'm saying. One things I do, you know, I might lose some people along the way, but you know what I'm saying? Whatever you call, you know, I pick up. You know, and honestly, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, with all due respect, my time, like, I don't have a lot of time to do a lot of things these days, but I made time. I made sure I made time. I like, man, what better time to come on your birthday? Even though I'm leaving, I'm about to go to Hawaii. I'm like,
my nigga done swooped in, you know what I'm saying? Boom.
In the hood.
Right here, in the hood, you know what I'm saying? In Oak Cliff, with his boy Lawton on this podcast. You know what I'm saying? Chop it up. That's just how we do it. That's kind of love for the city, you know what I'm saying? I like. But we've been showing Feddi love, Feddi been showing us love, and that's gonna always continue to go. I remember that one time we had that that one show with Lil Flip and shit, nigga. All you heard Feddi in the back, Lawton! Lawton! I see you, nigga! Lawton! Nigga, that shit damn near got what? Damn near 3,000, 4,000 views on YouTube. Shit, yeah. Whatever Pookie Leroy that night and everything. That was that night. Old boy ended up getting shot out there, man. That was some fucked up ass shit. But what you think about, man? Like, what you tell the artists, you know, about hooking up with promoters, or is it a good thing to just, you know, try to go through a DJ, or is it better to go through the promoters?
The smart thing, the smart thing would be to do both. You say that would be the smart thing. But the relationship that you build with a DJ is different from a relationship that you deal with a promoter. The DJs are more in tune with the music. The promoters are more in tune to what's hot. Right. So meaning the promoter just ride away. They do what they supposed to do. They supposed to ride away. Their thing is to fill up a club and get and you know, to invest in the artists and make their money back. Right. DJ, they invest into the culture. They invest into the music. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the relationship is different. I might get with a DJ on a you know, secure a different vibe with the DJ than I will with a promoter. The promoter might be our business. You know, the DJ, we business, but at the same time we trying to, you know, create our sound and build our brands and cross promote, you know what I'm saying? Like I might be trying to cross promote the DJ. Like, hey, look, you know, this DJ gonna play your shit, you know what I'm saying, if you go to him, you know what I'm saying? Or and cross promote his brand. Or he might be like, hey, look, Feddi over here, he got lit beats. Or he has an artist over here like that has a record that's crazy, you know what I'm saying? With the promoter, you know, it's all about, okay, well, who you got next? You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, I'll open up for that person. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, if you get lit enough, you know what I'm saying, he'll call you and he'll pay you. You know what I'm saying? If you really lit, then he won't ask for no discount. But other than that, you know what I'm saying?
So what he's saying? Artists really gotta have a following to bring to that club, basically, or least rock with what they have in the club.
Oh yeah, you know, with the artists, and I think one thing is artists they fall into too much in love with the music, And I think you also got to be a real person. You know what I'm saying? And it's all right to everybody. Ain't nothing new under the sun. So every artist has a vision, perception, a story. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
What makes it unique is how you put it out for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't put out your story like Young Thug would put out his story. Put your story, or how T Grizzly or Yella Bezzy or somebody like that will put out their story. Put it out your story, how you put, how you perceive it. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to be like nobody else. And
like Dallas mainly do.
I mean, I
know what you mean, because a lot of people really.
Hey, don't hold your tongue. Shoot. Hey, tell it like it is.
A lot of us Dallas cats, they do. We will, whatever we feel like is how we feel like that's what the DJ is gonna play or whatever. We'll try to just, that's what we're gonna gravitate to. But I'm not an artist. I'm just saying. I'm just speaking for some, because I don't watch them. I see them. I'm in the studio.
And if you haven't found, I don't really knock that, because if you haven't found yourself.
1 minute.
And sometimes it takes that to find yourself. Sometimes it takes, you know what I'm saying, being like your favorite artist, or sometimes it takes mimicking somebody before you say, oh, okay, you know what? I like what I did right here. This is me. And this is what I feel. Just don't get caught up in, because, I mean, think about it like this.
30 seconds.
When you do a remix to a record, if the record hot enough, then you going to say the verse the way that the original artist said it. You know what I'm saying? So you can mimic something. It's just that you got to make sure that you get back to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you can't mimic something with that intent of being that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can't help if you sound like somebody else either. You know what I'm saying?
And we be back. Lit podcast. You know what I'm talking about?
Lit.
And like I say, we back with my boy Feddi once again. You know how we do it on Lit. I'm over here, I'm lit. My boy, he, you know what I'm saying? He chilling. It's alright though. It's alright though. But everybody else up in the room.
I stay lit.
Yeah, he stay lit. You know what I'm saying? But so look what you think about like I was asking you earlier about the real life street stars and how they was talking about the DJs, and how DJs was putting everything on the promoters. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta realize in this, a lot of us. I ain't gonna say a lot of us, but a lot of the artists. Then most of the DJs, not all of the DJs, and some of the promoters, not all the promoters, because I gotta make sure I verify that. You know what I'm saying? They're more caught up in feelings than business. So, like, do you think that it's a fault to DJs? Do you think it's a fault to promoters, or do you think it's a fault towards artists, or it's a collective?
Man, look, I think there's a lot of artists out here that got the game fucked up. There's a lot of DJs that got the game fucked up, and there's a lot of promoters that got the game fucked up. I think that there's some people out here that don't do their research on what a promoter actually is. There's some people out here that don't do their research on what a DJ is. And really, you know what I'm saying? There's some artists out here that don't respect the craft because of the industry. The way they see the industry and what it is, how people they feel like how somebody might just get on out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. I think that they don't respect. I think it leads them to not respect the craft and respect the actual artistry and respect themselves as a model of the craft, or a role model of the craft. Meaning, I think a lot of artists feel entitled. Like a lot of artists say, since they spit a nice, they have a nice record, or somebody done told them that they nice. They feel like everybody should do what they say, and everybody should get up and get behind them and follow what they doing.
Right.
Like I even be out here sometimes where a person will try to hand you a CD, won't even ask who you are first, won't even ask how you doing. Hey, check me out. You know what I'm saying? I got my little CD. You know what I'm saying? I'm from. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm from Woody Whoop. You know what I'm saying? And instead of saying, hey, look, my nigga, I must have had a bad day. I must have went through this or went through that, and you just coming up, you know what I'm saying? My T. Jones just died, my nigga. You asked me to buy a CD, my nigga. When you talking about drugs and
right.
and she just done had an overdose.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that if an artist, I think people get it, what they see. I think they be like, you know, hey, look, I'm supposed to have the bitches. I'm supposed to have the money. This nigga ain't supposed to have it. You know what I'm saying? I go harder than him. But that's not what an artist is. And I think that that's where they got it fucked up. They even go to the club. Hey, I'm so-and-so. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? And that made the promoter mad. You know what I'm saying? Keep that nigga about this motherfucker. And then they don't respect what that person, that groundwork that person done laid. That person might be a little somebody, you know what I'm saying? But they don't respect him after that, after the approach.
Right.
So I think the artists need to work on their approach to the DJ and the promoter, and they need to respect, you know what I'm saying, the actual artistry, and they need to respect what's going on, because I don't care how lit you is. If the DJ ain't playing, you ain't gonna be shit.
Right.
And if the promoter ain't booking you for the shows, you ain't gonna have shit.
You ain't gonna have shit.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that there's a disconnect.
It is a disconnect, especially. But right now though, like I ain't gonna lie though, for the last couple of years from like since the boogie music, cause like well, even before the boogie music, like when we had Black, Twisted Black, Gator Man,
Free Twisted Black,
you know, Free Twisted Black, you know what I'm saying? You know, they was in here, they were putting the grind together, you know, but they wasn't. They knew the music a different way than we know the music now. You see what I'm saying? But when we got to the boogie era, you know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah, we had a lot of people showing that support. We had a lot of DJs pretty much riding the wave, but it was just something about that, like you say, that disconnect the artists. We just couldn't connect with the DJs, bringing DJs on the road, you know, things like that. You know, when nobody taking the time to understand the business, you know, and then it's like. And then, you know, and some of the promoters felt like, you know, and some of the artists felt like, you know, I need to be paid this, and promoters felt like, nah, you need to be paid that. So it just became a war. Like, it's just like now, it's just like, yeah, man, it's just like now, it's just like, where you get in, where you fit in. But now it's picking back up now with, you know, Yella Bezzy. Yeah. It's picking back up, and I'm seeing the city really fucking around with everything. Yeah, Trap Boy Freddy, you know what I'm saying, Uno Loso.
Yeah, shout out all them niggas.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, I see you on the ground, you twerking, man. I see you, man. I see you up there with my Uncle Snoop and shit. You know what I'm saying? How was that?
Snoop.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That's a whole story in itself. But I had me and Snoop was supposed to be in the studio about a couple of years ago, and I was developing an artist. And what the artist did was, you know, I might link somebody in with somebody, and you supposed to have like I'll let you have that connect,
right?
And you supposed to handle the rest,
right?
So what he did was he took the connect, handled the rest, and left me out the left me out the loop. You know what I'm saying? Like didn't call me nothing. I'm like, how you gonna take my connect knowing that I'm supposed to be with Snoop? You know, how you gonna take that connect and leave me out the loop? You know what I'm saying? So it was a matter of time. It was a matter of time for that happened. So like his artist was hollering at me, and he had won some beats. And then so I ended up going to Cali. Well, I was backstage at Chris Brown concert in Inglewood, or at the Inglewood Theater, if I'm not mistaken. And I seen and I was like, say we been supposed to link up, I got these fucking beats, these fire ass beats. He said, well shit, they better be fire.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And so he was like, I tell you what, you know what I'm saying? They were like, we got a show at the Belasco Theater in LA. So I was like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy because the next day I was there. I ended up being there with T.I. So the next day after that, you know what I'm saying, was Snoop shit. So I ended up going to the thing. They bring me in backstage. You know what I'm saying? I hand his people a flash drive. Boom, you know what I'm saying? Nothing really could flash drive with beats. You know what I'm saying? Nothing really kind of happened and shit. But they ended up coming down to House of Blues, and I was going to another show that they wanted me to come to with Power Wow. But then somebody was like, "Yo, Snoop in town. He at the House of Blues." Skirt, you know what I'm saying? I do the U-turn real quick. Shout out Power Wow, by the way. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. So I go to holler at to see about, you know what I'm saying, see about the, you know what I'm saying, he fucking with the beats and shit. Well, when I get up there, there's like extra security and police and shit like that. They're like, man, I'm like, man, I didn't want to text nobody, so I just walk up, you know what I'm saying? You know, usually if I walk up, somebody will see me. If it's in the city, you know what I'm saying? And I go up there and they're like, nah, hell nah. Luckily, the niggas seen me. It was like, Feddi. It's like somebody saying your name. I couldn't even believe it and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, they said my name and they brought me back there. So, being with Snoop, you know what I'm saying? That, first of all, he a humble. Shout out Snoop for real, because he a humble. He a humble, cool ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? And he willing to help. Right. And so that was one thing, you know what I'm saying? He dropped a couple of jewels and, you know what I'm saying? We, you know, just kick it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't want to, you know what I'm saying, press the issue about the music. Like, listen to my mixtape. You know what I'm saying? Some of these niggas do. So we just really just
chill out. Yeah, shit. Yeah. What is like working with Yella Bezzy though?
Working with Yella Bezzy, that's he creative. He creative. He got to me, he talented as well. You know what I'm saying? Right. To me, he talented. I can say that, and you know, he definitely know how to make music.
Right, he do.
And so we did a couple of records. We just shot a video for one, and then another one I actually hopped on where I did the hook that he on. Called, you know what I'm saying? Called Up There, and then we got another one called Move. It's him and Yola Franklin. Then the other one, it features me and Money Making Q, and you know, working with him, it's like working with a professional artist, like an artist in the industry. Right, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I can see the way he carries himself, and I ain't had no time to really go around there, cause they right around the corner from me. I haven't really spread my wings out. You know what I'm saying? But I've been watching them since, you know, they've been doing the hood videos before they even started doing the half pint and everything like that. So I've been following their career, and man, I seen them coming from the boys. Right. And they did it real fast too. Right. You know what I'm saying? As far as, you know, gaining their fans, you know, getting in these clubs and jigging, and now they doing these videos, and then I look up, I'm on Insta, I say, oh, okay, I say, boy, Feddi, I say, yeah, and that's how you know when some niggas making some moves, you know what I'm saying? So, like, what do you think right now still, as far as Dallas music scene, what is it missing?
People Fort Worth as far as in my city, and I ain't just being biased, you know what I'm saying? Got so much talent. You know, you got J.O., you got Free Tommy 2, by the way, you know what I'm saying? Free Tommy 2, be it from BCE, you know what I'm saying? K Wonder, you know what I'm saying? You got obviously Solo Lucci, you know what I'm saying? You got if I said J.O., you got Go Yeah Yo, Bugatti Casino, Lil CJ Casino, they hot right now. You got Boss Gang, which is some artists that I personally work with that go super hard. You got One of One Management, which is 4700 Honcho, Woody Main, who was just a Fort Worth artist that was on Lil Kiki album 2 albums ago. You know what I'm saying? Just on them. You know what I'm saying? And you got Cadillac and Pee Wee. You got, you know, there's so many people out there in Fort Worth that just go so hard with them. Everybody just gotta stand up with each other. As far as the Dallas scene is concerned, what I feel like is a lot of beef gotta just be thrown out the window, because if y'all ain't did shit to each other yet, then shit, you know, there ain't no beef, and I think that more people should just work together. You know what I'm saying? That I see a lot of, you know, nah, I don't fuck with them niggas. But then you fuck with them niggas when you see them niggas in the club. You know what I'm saying? And I think too many people is like this. Well, I got my food. I'm over here eating my food. And then the nigga over here eating his food. You know what I'm saying? Because they scared of getting left behind. Fucking with this nigga and getting left behind. You know what I'm saying? It's that feeling of entitlement. You know what I'm saying? Well, really, everybody should be supporting everybody. That's what it's going to take.
That's what it's going to take. And that's what that lit is all about, man. We trying to reach out and just touch everybody, you know, embrace everybody. You know, like everybody out here we get shots out to, no matter who it is, you know. especially ones who out here really grinding for it, and I think that's what we lacking too, because we are the underdogs, but it don't matter where we go. I don't give a damn. You can go from here to Miami, from Miami all the way to Cali, all the way to New York. They love us.
Yeah, they show love. That's for sure.
They love us, man, and it's like we can't monopolize off our own self.
Cause we don't love ourselves.
That's what it is.
We don't love ourselves. We don't appreciate where we come from. It's crazy because, like, well, I ain't gonna say the whole city, but a lot of people try to be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm gonna go to Atlanta, blow up.
Right.
Like Atlanta looking down at us like, nigga, y'all got some shit. You know, they like when I go to Atlanta, like I get love from everybody. I go to Cali, I'm in every, you know what I'm saying? You know, shout out Cali, I get love. Like I can walk around LA, you know what I'm saying, anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like I can do whatever, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, you know what I'm saying, I make the phone calls that I need to make and shit, you know what I'm saying? But Atlanta, same thing. I was just recently, you know what I'm saying, not too long ago in Detroit, Miami, you know what I'm saying, where people can't just really just pull up and go sightsee and shit, you know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, even from coming from Fort Worth to right here, nigga, that ain't, you know what I'm saying, you can't, you know what I'm saying, you can't, or used to not be able to do that, you know what I'm saying? I was doing it when it wasn't, you know what I'm saying, when niggas couldn't, you dig what I'm saying? So,
that red rum, Twisted Black and Water Soldiers.
Yeah. So, you know, I think that we just need to be more in tune with ourselves and really just know, like, hey, look, people are looking at us, and they were. I mean, you see people out there that look like, that wanted to look like Lil Ronnie, had a little flat top, you know what I'm saying, with the blonde streak, you know what I'm saying. People out there wanted to be like Solo Lucci or even go Yayo, you know what I'm saying. I see that a lot too. Shit, I ain't gonna even lie. I was just walking down the street right now. Nigga was looking like, you know what I'm saying, go Yayo, you know what I'm saying. So I was like, okay, you know what I mean. But you know, we gotta realize our influence, and we also gotta realize the market we're in.
Right.
Dallas, as far as the consumption of hip hop music, nigga, we in the top 5 market. As far as radio, we in the top 5 market. So, you know, you got to understand, people want to come here to get our fans. They want to come here to get, you know what I'm saying? We got millions of people that live here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if we don't utilize that, and we don't fall in love with our situation,
right?
Then, you know, I guess we like rich kids.
Well, we are, but like you say, we in that top 5, and we damn near the #1 consumers of music too. We buy everybody else shit, but you know what I'm saying. But you know,
that's our fault, though.
That's our fault, right? That's what I'm saying, and you know, like I say, like
how do we reverse that?
Well, shit, I mean, but it's just like that's indie music though, man. It's been around for years. It's just like if you had a fucking record player, shit, you gonna toss that?
I'll tell you how you reverse that. I'll tell you. A lot of these artists don't know how to be a superstar, and what that all entails. Like as far as like a leader, like I want to be a boss. I want to be a boss. My nigga, do you know what a real boss is? A real boss is a nigga that just handle all the bullshit. Fix all the fucking problems,
right.
And then when it come time to praising everybody, they don't stand up and be like, yeah, look, I'm that nigga. They share like, hey, this is my squad. They share the praise.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? And if there's any left over for them, then they'll take. That's what a real boss is.
Right.
And so with that being said, you know, as far as the artist is concerned. As far as the artist is concerned, it ain't just about the music. It ain't everybody look at me. Nah, go ahead and touch these people. Go ahead in these communities and feed the homeless.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can film it. I'm not against filming it, because as much as we film other shit,
right,
we need to film that shit and show people, hey, look, this is the, and it's crazy how people talk down on that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we gotta show people that, hey, people are out here
doing something.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, I mean, personally, you know what I'm saying, personally, I've been doing it. I've been filming it. I don't ever put it out there. I you know what I'm saying, I go feed the homeless. I go do it myself. I get with organizations and go do it. Just recently took a whole family out to Ross, a lady with 7 kids. You know what I'm saying, and she came over to get some food from me. You know, came to get some food from me, and we ended up going to Ross and getting every kid in her family socks, shoes, and a shirt and pants, and they were all looking fresh. I mean, I'm out there coordinate all of it. She have 3 boys and 4 girls. You know what I'm saying, and I'm out there coordinate the outfits for the boys. You know what I'm saying, so. You know, it's you know, you want to film it for the memory and it feel good. You know what I'm saying, because it come from the heart. But you know, that's part of being an artist and reaching out and touching the people rather than you know, fucking bad bitches. You know what I'm saying, doing drugs, and, you know what I'm saying, and drinking and shit. You know what I'm saying, and I think that in these other cities, they're more coached. To be able to talk to media, you know what I'm saying. Be able to go to a club, look a promoter in the face and tell them thank you for booking my show. You know what I'm saying. Look a fan in the face and say, you know, thank you. I appreciate you. Let's take this picture. You know what I'm saying. And show love. You got to reciprocate it
instead of just feeling like nigga, I'm that nigga. You know what I'm saying. I'm that nigga. You know what I'm saying.
Everybody
being humble. That sounds like being humble.
Yeah, I mean, but see, when you say the phrase, some people don't understand that they not humble. That first off, and then some people they got so into themselves so much that they done forgot how to get humble, that they don't know how to be laid back. You know what I'm saying? To being humble. You know what I'm saying? They forgot what it was. Like I was just talking about, you know, a family member somebody that I love, family member of mine, you know, using dope. You know what I'm saying? You know, addict. You know what I'm saying? And I was talking to my pops. He was like, man, he don't care. I was like, he do. You know what I'm saying? You gotta remember how you felt when you was using dope. It wasn't, family wasn't a priority. You know what I'm saying? Your addiction was. You know what I'm saying? And I think that just like, to me, this music game is like the crack in the 80s. We spend so much money on it. We get so caught up in it. We kill over it. We fight over it, and it consumes us. Right. We forget about. We leave our families for it. You know what I'm saying? We you know, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think that we need to remember. You know what I'm saying? Who we were before we started the music. We need to remember our hunger. We need to remember how humble we was. We need to remember all that, man. And I think that's basically, you know what I'm saying, what's wrong with Dallas. You know what I'm saying?
I think a lot of people don't know their roles too, cause you know I think, not saying that it's oversaturated with music, or oversaturated with artists, but I think a lot of people. They just like they taking on too many hats and it's not really them. Like a lot of niggas, you know, trying to be producers, artists and shit like that. But like niggas say, you might be a good, you know, book. You might be a good agent. You might be a good manager. You might be a good role manager. And they don't take the time out to really embrace shit like that. They just, everybody want to, I'm ready to get on the beat. I'm ready to, you know, I need to be in the limelight. It's like, you know, damn.
There's other roles that help bring in the money. Or don't even build
the team to even structure like that.
See, you gonna have that regardless. But I'm gonna tell you why that's a problem. See, if I knew that I was gonna be able to fuck with you and be on no matter what position I played, then I'm gonna play my position. Right. And so that goes back to the artist. Right. As you being an artist and a leader, you have to take care of your people. You gotta take care of your family. And I think that's one thing that the artist ain't, like the artist, that's the feeling of the entitlement I was talking about. So I got a DJ. This man DJing for me for free for my shows, ain't asking for me a dime. I start getting paid, still ain't paid this nigga no dime. But in my head, I'm like, my nigga, I made you hot. Yeah. That's the fucking problem. Because even if he is hot, chunk that man a little something for his time, and he can go charge everybody else what he want to charge, but it's still a service.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Unless you started off with paying for that service, or he started off charging, or you started off charging him for the service, then shit, y'all got to come up with a whole new thing, because he got to eat too. And I think that the artists ain't paying what I call bills.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't paying their
1
bills.
minute.
You ain't you ain't taking care of your team. You know what I'm saying? And that's the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
And so therefore, a nigga don't want to play a role.
Right.
You know, like, nigga, hell no, I'm not about to be the DJ. Because my nigga, I need to be a fucking artist and be like you. And sometimes they want to go against you or beat you out. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you done created. You done created, like, nigga, okay, crab in the barrel, my nigga. Then, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to step on your back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they waiting for that opportunity.
But why you think it's hard for artists to even get shows or even get paid for shows?
Because they feel like when their name is put on that flyer, that the people just gonna come out. They feel like when their name on that flyer, people just gonna come out.
Hold up, man. I want some elaborate on that, but we need to come right back.
Okay, we'll be right back. That nigga thought. Now, what he say again? He say he think people gonna come out because their name is on the flyer.
He said, why do you think artists are not getting shows, and if they're getting shows, why are they getting paid for it? And his response was because they think that
they're gonna get paid just because their name's on the flyer.
or everybody's just gonna show up.
Yeah, but so
they're automatically just gonna get paid because of that.
right. So that's not the artist. That's not the artist's job is to fill up the club. That's the promoter's job, obviously, right?
Bet.
But if you local, why not? It's a good look. Because when people look at your show, they see empty, wimpy kitty land, my nigga.
Right.
Then they gonna be like, damn, this nigga ain't got his city. Why would you risk that, giving that job, the full job, to just a promoter? Why would you risk that when you have a chance to show the world that you the shit in your city?
But how do you get your city? How do even if it's a producer and an artist, how do you get your city if it's like most artists they pay for most of these small clubs to come in and perform. You know what I'm saying? And so it's not, and it ain't like they getting a big night, you know what I'm saying, like that, unless it's a certain club and that's just what y'all got going on that night. And it ain't like, and I know too, artists ain't really just building a relationship with DJs after they leave. They perform and they just leave. They don't.
Exactly.
I understand that aspect of the game too. They'll just leave, you know what I'm saying, leave their CD up there with the DJ or something, thinking whatever, or they don't even acknowledge the promoter or even try to even get to know the promoter or even the owner of the building.
All that.
Because it's a business too at the time. They don't. I think I probably do have
You said
I probably do. That's why I said I probably do have
hearing all the answers, goddamn.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Cheat sheet.
I mean, I'm just saying. I know I'm a cheat sheet, but it goes both ways because because sometimes the promoters they busy, and I understand that promoters they running here, they running there. But sometimes I think everybody needs to take the time out, to really embrace each other, and really discuss, because you never know. It might be one of them artists out of all 15 artists booked for that night that really had their mind on straight. You know what I'm saying? And artists, I tell a lot of them, you can't think that you finna just go up in here and then everything just finna magically just.
Right, and that's the idea we give them though.
Right.
That's the idea the industry give them. But the industry supposed to give you that idea, but it's up to the OGs, and it's up for and it's not only up to the OG, but it's for y'all ass to listen too. So it's for the new artists to listen, and it's for the old artists to get a game. You dig what I'm saying? Or however you want to do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if you knew better, you do better. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
So my question would be, what has to change in the structure in order for this to happen?
niggas gotta forgive and forget. You know what I'm saying?
Because Dallas finna blow. What the niggas don't know, Dallas finna blow.
Yeah.
Dallas gonna blow, but it's not gonna blow if we don't get past this right here. Because think about it. In the last, man, we ain't even 3 months into the new year. All right? Look how many niggas done either died or they got locked up on bullshit video charges with Fed indictments. And ones who's going back in for cases they still fighting from shit. Niggas can't even go on. Some niggas, I mean, I know I still can go to Fort Worth. You know what I'm saying? Because I know my niggas in fucking town. But there's some niggas in Dallas, you know, just can't go back to Fort Worth right now. You know what I'm saying? This shit just fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's just fucked up right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like... I know you don't indulge in it. You know what I'm saying? Because I see when you run around and you do you. But it's just like at the end of the day, it's like, damn, you know, that looks bad on everybody. Not saying you gonna stop my paper because I can go over here and still do this, but at the end of the day, it's like, damn, I can't, like, damn, my nigga, I can't come back to the city and do this for you because right now it's, I can't even. And
see artists will burn that bridge and shut that door and need it later on, you know what I'm saying, across them waters, and you know, to get to the other side to make something shake, you know what I'm saying. And if you can't, if you done burnt that bridge and you can't get over to that side, then you know what I'm saying, that's gonna hurt you in the end, point blank period. If it don't hurt you personally, it's gonna hurt somebody that you love. You know what I'm saying? That you may have under your label, or you may have under your wing. You know what I'm saying? So, the answer you said earlier, you said what's it gonna take? My nigga, it's gonna take these artists to realize that this is just a fucking job. You doing what you love. For some artists, is what they love to do, but this is a job. When you go to the workplace. When you working for a corporate job, when you working shit, you can be working at McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? You go there with the intent of, okay, my image gonna be a certain way. I'ma treat treat the employees a certain way. I'ma have good customer service. If there's a boss in this situation, it's gonna be the promoter. I'ma treat my manager with respect, you know what I'm saying, because I want to move up, because I want to, you know what I'm saying. So and they gotta remember that this is work. They feeding their family. That's kind of how sometimes I know when the artist really ain't feeding their family and taking care of his people, because there's no way you can if you walk around here treating everybody this way. Because if you know that this man get you $1,000 or $5,000 shit, if man give you $500, you gonna look at that man like, you just don't know what you just did for my kids. You know what I'm saying? That part of my rent. This is how I live. Therefore, you become thankful. You know what I'm saying? If you receive something and you're not thankful for the person that gave it to you, then what is you out here doing? You know what I'm saying? And I think, like I said, people get too caught up in the music. You know what I'm saying? This is a whole business out here. You know what I'm saying? This ain't like the labels when they used to, you can be whoever you want to be. We gonna give you the bread. If they don't give you the bread, we gonna make up for it. You running your own business right now. You know what I'm saying?
And you gotta structure accordingly. Because I don't even think, like you said, they ain't thankful. Because as soon as they get that money, they gonna spend it all on really unnecessary bullshit.
Like you said, they don't really know what being a boss is, what it really entails.
Everybody say, you know, I was looking on YouTube and that nigga say the rapper starter kit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga said the car with some rims, nigga some chain, nigga.
Your appearance. The things are all good.
And that say something deep, because he ain't say artist, he say rapper. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, shit, hey, you got your present wrapped up. Here you go, right here. So it's like, it's fucked up.
Rapper.
You know, but so what you working on right now, man?
Man,
what you got in the works?
I wanna I just as far as my party is concerned, I just bought Lil Kiki down here. I'm working with shout out Lil Kiki, real nigga. Stretch, yeah, shout out Houston, the whole city.
Yeah, H-Time.
But I just brought him out to Fort Worth Club Finesse. I'm working with a company that basically help you get your GED. It's called AES.
Okay.
And Apes Productions, you know, and a dude named Money Making Q lead me up with another dude named Coop. You know what I'm saying? And we working together. We doing shows together. We promoting some music together. You know. So that's basically what I got going on with them. I got a show coming up with with them, bringing down Pee Wee Longway and Southwalk.
Shout out Pee Wee Longway, Southwalk. Pee Wee Longway, we did that Master P Ice Cream Man and shit. Yeah. That boy nice. Yeah, Ice Cream Man. Yeah. Ice Cream Man. I like that little nigga though. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Pee Wee Longway, man.
Pee Wee Longway.
Man, shit. So,
and,
so you cooking? You cooking and shit. So. And so all this is like promoting, or you doing production and shit?
Yeah, I'm doing production too. So yeah, I already kind of work with these people, so you definitely can expect some new music that they putting out on my production as well. Possibly some production with some of my hooks. You know, I just actually I've been doing directed videos too. Just dropped a video with a guy named Black Act, with an artist named Black Act, featuring my partner Mike Fresh and Bebe. That's on World Star. It's called Burr.
Oh yeah, I think I just seen something about that. Yeah, I seen that. I caught a whiff of that.
Yeah, I directed that video. I got another video out when I'm actually rapping. It's called Run Out the House, and it's called Run Out the House by Slim Pope. I'm featuring.
Okay.
So I'm actually rapping on that video. Then I got another video coming out with Yola Franklin Yella Bezzy. You know what I'm saying? Where I did the beat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so he working, man.
To say the least.
And what about, man? Where you see yourself in the next 5 years? Cause now we 2018.
Yeah. The next 5 years, I definitely I have some goals. This year I want to be I want to have I want to have at least a gold record.
1 minute.
At least a gold record. I want to be nominated for a Grammy. You know what I'm saying? I want to be nominated for a Grammy. That's what I would like to do. And,
that's real shit, though.
And I want to have about 10 videos on MTV, BET that has something to do with. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to do.
Okay, we're gonna be back. We're gonna wrap it up on the last episode. And stay lit. Alright, and we lit. Alright. Now, okay, we pretty much covered everything I want to talk about besides the female scene and the R&B singers in Dallas. Well,
What's your take?
Where they fit in the equation? Because I really don't see the R&B people or the singers I see them out there, but I don't see that collective. I haven't seen nobody embrace that and bring that city out with that, and then the female rappers.
Well, let me touch on the R&B singers first. R&B singers, I think some of them rely too much on the auto-tune. You know what I'm saying? So they don't get a chance to do shows, live shows, which will gain them more fans. They need to actually follow them on they social medias.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. I think that, even if, the voice box is a muscle. So even if you don't sound as good as people would like for you to sound, you can always get better if you continue to practice.
Right.
And continue to build that muscle, exercise that muscle.
Right.
So, I think some of R&B's tough anyway, but I think that some of them it's crazy with this artist shit, man. Cause you might have a dude that's lit as hell, or a female lit as hell, but got badass attitude. You know what I'm saying? And then you got somebody that got a badass attitude. You know what I'm saying? And might not when you have somebody that's lit, but got a badass attitude, and you have somebody that got a good attitude,
right?
And you know ain't so lit. Or you might have somebody that have a good attitude and lit, but they don't have the image. You know what I'm saying? And you know, when you selling something and marketing something, you gotta package it up. And some people just don't want to be packaged up, or some people ain't willing to say, "Hey, look, you know what I'm saying? I'm sauceless. You know what I'm saying? I might need a stylist because, shit, you know." I don't got no drip, you know what I'm saying?
They gotta learn how to sell themselves.
Yeah, and I think that's
sell their craft.
And that could be, and like I said, people get too caught up in the music.
Part of artistry.
And you know, part of being an artist is your image. You know what I'm saying? And that might be what's a little bit wrong with our R&B scene. I done heard some stories. And then you got some people that are just cool writing for we have some successful people out here.
Right.
And they might be just cool writing songs for other people. Right. I do beats for somebody that write for a major artist.
Right.
You know, a couple major artists, you know what I'm saying? So I really can't say their names, but yeah, man, you know, with the R&B scene, that's what it is. Female scene, I couldn't really be more proud of it, you know what I'm saying, as far as the Dallas female scene, you know what I'm saying. We got some heavy hitters, you know what I'm saying. Cuban Dog out there doing her thing. I was backstage talking to shout out Gucci Poochie. Talking to Gucci Poochie, which is a Kodak Black manager, you know what I'm saying. He was Rick Ross manager at one time. And I seen Cuban Dog back there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Networking, doing her thing. Or really just kicking it, but you know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure it came with a little bit of networking. And then Asian Dog, you got Snow the Product. You know what I'm saying? Still be going
Snow the Product, yeah.
Still be going to the Wally World, the Wild Mart in Fort Worth, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got
shout out to y'all.
Man, I you know, to me, somebody that I'm producing, you know, and those aren't the only females, but I do have to say this. I got somebody that I'm producing right now called her name is Yola Franklin. Okay. Man, y'all look her up.
Yola Franklin. Shout out Yola.
Yola Franklin. Shout out Yola Franklin. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out. Lit.
Man, look. I try to tell you. She lit for real.
Right.
You go look at her videos quality. Everything she rapping about real. You know what I'm saying? She was the first person to have a rape in a video that was like, it was owned. It wasn't rented. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, not that, you know what I'm saying, that say, you know, that she just, you know what I'm saying, that makes her a successful rapper, but
she out there getting it.
Yeah, she out there like, but she just don't got the numbers right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that coming. You know what I'm saying? Just gotta put a little bit of elbow grease, and then there's somebody else that I kind of helped cultivate her career. You know what I'm saying, as well. Shout out Butter Go Harder. You know what I'm saying? Can't help. You know, a lot of people used to see us together, and she doing real good. Got a lot of followers on Instagram and everything. Winning a lot of awards. You know what I'm saying? But that was somebody that you know what I'm saying, before Yola Franklin that I was really, you know what I'm saying, fucking with. She still fuck with her, but you know, she doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my thing.
What about the producers out here, man?
Man, there's some lit producers.
Yeah, you got Keith on the track. You got
Keith on the track. Yeah, shout out Keith on the track, cause that nigga, a lot of these producers, you know what I'm saying, want to get, you know, I'm moving around a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of you know think is verse. I get a lot of support. That's which is crazy. I like a lot of support from the like big time producers. I would never even thought. But Keith on the track, he support me. He always. Always on the end. That's a real nigga, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I even ever, you know what I'm saying, met him in person.
Yeah. That nigga,
well, I seen him. I know I had to cross paths, but we haven't shook hands and shit with that nigga support.
Yeah, man, he humble. Man, he real humble, man. Well, you got what, Mr. Lee? You got what, Big E?
Big E, yeah, he's been a big supporter. That nigga came to my I was staying downtown. He came to my crib. You know what I'm saying? You know, support. You know, and it was like, man, your beats is lit. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, man, I remember, I know, man. Like I say, I remember, man, when you came over there at the studio one time, you was making tracks, like, I'm learning this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? That time, you was taking it serious because you had to do some tracks for Tom and them at that time.
Yeah. Shout out Tom, man. That nigga believed in me, you know what I'm saying, from day one.
Right. But shit, I already knew you would come through because I was seeing you, and you was already had the drum pattern. So them hoes already throw. So
appreciate it.
Yeah, that shit. So I already knew shit. It just Texas period just talented. You know what I'm saying? Just like we don't have a lot of shit to really get into, but we get into a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Music, I don't give a damn. Will everybody be into that music? You know what I'm saying? That shit be thrown. So, but man, I'm glad you came to fuck with me on my birthday, man. We up here getting lit, man. We on Up Live, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Up Live. You know what I'm saying? Shit, man, I just appreciate this. My boy that came out.
You know what, too? Shout out. There's so many producers real quick.
Shout out, do your thing.
Cardiac. You know what I'm saying? Cardiac, you know what I'm saying? Looking at Flatline, Cardiac Flatline, he showed me some love out there in California.
Shout out from Lee.
You know what I'm saying? And but as far as local producers, playing skills, man, they you know what I'm saying? You know, they done been supportive of my career since day one.
Okay, shout out Playing Skills.
Yeah, playing skills. So if anybody say they ain't did shit for the city or it's any funny shit, nigga, you a fucking liar.
Them niggas got platinum plaques.
Yeah, they did some shit for me, and they did some shit for themselves and rep the city. You know what I'm saying? They still doing shit.
Right.
You know, they just got a platinum plaque. They just got another platinum plaque. I think 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So Lil Mist, Shut on the Beat, you know what I'm saying? They've been supportive. S1, you know, Symbolic One. You know, obviously platinum producer, Kanye West and a few others. Grammy winning producer, you know, for Beyonce. Then you got Gumbo. Gumbo, he been really supportive. I mean, there's a lot of producers that you would have thought that they would have been like, nigga, nah, we ain't fucking with you. But when they see me, like, nigga, you Feddi, like, I'll be in Walmart or something, nigga, and a nigga come to me like, yo, or I might be in the mall, and nigga be like, man, I just did something for this, I just did something for this person. I'm like, damn, your resume longer than mine, goddamn, almost, you know what I'm saying? So what the hell is you? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you know what I mean? Let's do something, I'm like, damn, hell, you know, but, you know, shout out to all the producers and shout out to everybody out here doing something. Shout out to everybody out here doing something. I mean, just keep doing everybody
from down this funky time. You know what I'm saying? Murder work, goddamn.
For real. You know what I'm saying? Funky time.
You know who that nigga in funky time, man? He be battle rapping that Crip nigga.
You talking about OG, the older nigga.
Same fool thing, man. That nigga be tripping me out for it. That nigga be on some shit for it. That nigga be
You know what? Shout out to all the OGs in Funky Town. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? 6 Deuce, Free Twisted Black.
You
know what I'm saying?
Like, shout out.
You know what I'm saying? OBGs, Immortal Soldiers. They've been supportive of my career. Goddamn, rest in peace.
Immortal Soldiers. They've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah, for real. Rest in peace, Mike Dollars. Nigga named Dap. Big Ben with the Rally Boys.
Yeah, Big Ben with the Rally Boys. Yeah,
he from
he just did a new video. He just shot a new video.
I didn't know that. So and then you got people like a lot of people don't know. Like you know, shout out to Bone Thugs and Harmony. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the niggas don't know.
Shout out Bone, boy. I don't know where we going with this.
Lazy Bone, and I'm really cool with Flesh and Bone too.
Okay.
And man, I talked to him one day, and I was like, "Say, did you? You know, I ain't gonna say what school he went to, but you know, I said, "Did you go to high school out here?" He was like, "Yeah, nigga." I couldn't believe it.
30 seconds.
So this nigga, Flesh and Bone got family all in Fort Worth. You know, Lazy Bone and Flesh and Bone got family all in Fort Worth. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to them for show. You know what I'm saying? And Nocturnal. You know what I'm saying?
Nocturnal.
Yeah, Nocturnal, that's my nigga.
And tell them where they can follow you at.
Instagram, CLUBFEDDI. Twitter, YUNGFEDDI. You know what I'm saying? They shut down my Facebook. You know what I'm saying? But my Facebook, same things. My Twitter, I'm gonna get back on my Facebook.
Facebook jail.
Yeah, for real. You know what I'm saying? I was going too hard, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But my lives be hard. You know what I'm saying?
You know where to follow me. You know where to follow us at. Lit.
Yeah.
You know we lit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out.
Yeah. Get your Feddi, keep your bag heavy, tree shit going on.
Bitch. You know what I'm talking about already.